Hi, I'm Chief Dave Todd with the Fargo Police Department. I thought I'd take a little moment to respond to Rob Port's article in the forum regarding my handling of Deputy Chief Osmundson's situation. Rob Port contacted me a couple of evenings ago in regards to an open records request. Normally, open records requests don't come to me, so I was a little bit unsure of how that would be handled. I spoke with Rob over the phone and said that I'd be willing to give him my email, but I wanted to provide some context to the email as well as the ability to redact out some operational things within the email. I then realized that I should probably contact my mayor regarding this request, so I called him next. The mayor reminded me that we have a process for open records that we go through and told me that I should refer Rob to Greg Schilberger, our public information officer. Rob's article makes claim that I was concerned about people releasing this email from Deputy Chief Osmundson to the media. And Rob is right, I was concerned about that. First of all, you could tell that the person that wrote that email was extremely emotionally fragile at that time, and I felt it was unfair that that be shared publicly. Secondly, we're in an emergency situation here in Fargo. We just came out of a riot, and we had another demonstration scheduled. To send something out like that could be inflammatory and could spark some things off, and I was concerned about that for my community. I told my department the day of Cody Holte's funeral that that day was for remembering Cody Holte and for being there for his twin brother, Brady Holte, who works for my department. I told my department that I would address Deputy Chief Osmundson's situation the next day. The next day, I went to a couple of meetings and came back to the station to find that somebody had forwarded Deputy Chief Osmundson's email to Rob Port. To tell you the truth, I was a little disgusted because of the things I talked about before, and I probably let my emotions get the best of me in an email out to my department. This is a delicate time for the city of Fargo where we're meeting with organizers and try to work with them to come together to have a successful event in unity. And I didn't want anything to upend that. The next day, I met with Mayor Mahoney in the morning, and he asked me what my discipline for Deputy Chief Osmundson was going to be. I had told the department that I was looking at a work performance complaint, and that my answer to Mayor Mahoney that morning was I was looking at suspending Deputy Chief Osmundson for 1 week. At that time, Mayor Mahoney said we should do that now. So I called Deputy Chief Osmundson in and I notified him that he was suspended for 1 week. He subsequently later that day resigned. We aren't operating out of fear, we're just trying to do the right things for the right reasons. And sometimes sharing somebody's emotions and fragility at a time of crisis for them doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Trying to keep calm for your city and have a successful event where people come together seems like the right thing to do. I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. I'll try to do the best I can for my community while maintaining transparency. I'm sorry if Rob Port doesn't agree with me. Thank you. And I'm still your chief.